Scotland, the land of the brave, a land of strength, a land of warriors. From the towering Callanish stones to the battle-worn broadswords of ancient clans, this country's heritage has been forged in iron, stone and sweat. Today, a modern generation of warriors looks to continue that proud tradition. They will battle through events that echo back to Scotland's storied past. A saga of strength is about to be renewed. Welcome to the Rogue Invitational.
Aberdeen, Scotland. For 6 events over the next 2 days, it will be home to 10 of the strongest athletes in the world. We are inside P&J Live Arena, the new home of the Rogue Invitational, for the opening event of the strongman competition, the deadlift ladder, presented by Strongest. Thanks for being with us, everybody. I'm Sean Woodland with Kristen Rhodes and Lauren Chalet. And Laz, we're going to see 2 of the best in the world go head-to-head down there on the competition floor.
It's going to be so exciting. Mitch Hooper and Hafthor Bjornsson. First time we've ever seen him at the Rogue Invitational. I cannot wait to see the battle. We've got so many great athletes, so many good events. It's going to be incredible.
Those are not the only 2 big names, as you heard Laz mention, that we have here in the strongman competition. The Stoltman brothers, the hometown heroes, they will be here as well. Bobby Thompson, the American Nightmare, is in the field, and the T-Rex, Evan Singleton, also looking to make some noise here in Aberdeen, Scotland. But Laz, we've been talking about it leading up to this. The Stoltman brothers with a chance to compete in front of their hometown fans.
They are going to be so ready for this. The place is going to erupt when both of these guys come up. You know, Tom Stoltman, Luke Stoltman, 2 of the greatest British strength athletes of all time. They've been waiting for this opportunity. Look at them there on the screen, just getting themselves warmed up. But Tom Stoltman, you know, everyone's talking about Mitch Hooper and Hafthor Bjornsson. Tom wants to remind everyone that he is the current world's strongest man.
Event 1 is the deadlift ladder presented by Strongest, and Kristen, it's a little different than we see usually with a rising bar system in a deadlift event.
Correct. Each athlete's going to have 3 attempts to establish their max weight. The bars are preloaded. There's 9 bars on the grid, and it's a rising bar system. So once you start, you can't go back.
And there are no rules saying you have to go from one platform to the next. You can skip platforms as you work your way up in weight. Order of competitors, Luke Stoltman and Pablo Cordiaca will both attempt 800 pounds. Stoltman will actually lead off the event, and Tom Evans will follow at 820.
So many good athletes competing. This deadlift event is going to be exciting. I mean, 800 pounds, the lightest bar you can see there on our grid. That is a massive weight.
And then 1,000 pounds is on the final platform. That's the one that you can add weight to.
I really like this grid system where the weights are kind of loaded. You just walk up to the bar. If you're strong enough, you pull it. And the first opportunity for our crowd to see one of the local boys from Scotland, the one and only Luke Stoltman.
I get used to hearing that reaction anytime somebody with the name of Stoltman steps onto the competition floor. It's a simple lift, but there are a lot of keys to being successful at it.
The keys to this event is definitely strong legs, leg strength. These guys have huge backs, very strong backs, and this is just a true test of pure power pulling from the floor.
363 kilos, 800 pounds for Luke Stoltman. Any number in white is a number that has not been hit. Any number that's highlighted in black is a successful attempt. Next to the athlete stand on the left, and that is no problem for Luke.
That was easy.
Easy first lift. Pump to the chest. Luke Stoltman is ready for this contest.
Pavlo Kordiaka will be the next man out as his opening lift is listed at 800 pounds.
Kordiak is a fantastic athlete. Deadlift is by far his weakest event. This is going to be a struggle, but very explosive, very fast. He is almost like a giant CrossFitter.
He does have that look to him.
Yeah. Last couple of years really established himself as elite level, one of the best in the world. Certain events he's unbelievable at.
Kordiaka will try to match Luke Stoltman at 800 pounds, 363 kilos.
Let's see how this goes.
And that will count for Kordiaka.
That's a big lift for Pavlo. You can see that was a lot harder than you'd want an opening lift to be, but for him, very, very important to get the lift on the board. Guarantees himself a point. Not sure how much more he's got in him, but he can look forward to the events that he's got coming up because he really will excel in some of them.
2 men down, and the 3-time world's strongest man is coming up next as the 2024 Rogue Invitational continues after a short break.
This CBS Sports Spectacular, the 2024 Rogue Invitational on CBS Sports, is sponsored by Rogue. Don't weaken. And by Go Rock, the world's toughest gear built from the ground up.
Welcome back to the 2024 Rogue Invitational in Aberdeen, Scotland, inside P&J Live Arena. The opening event for the strongmen is the deadlift ladder. So far, 6 men have taken their opening lifts. Luke Stoltman and Pavlo Kordiaka opened with 800 pounds. And during the break, Tristan Hoth and Tom Evans bested them with 820 pounds. Luke Stoltman hit his second attempt at 840, only for his brother Tom Stoltman, the current world's strongest man, to one-up him at 850. The current leader so far is Evan Singleton, who succeeded in lifting 875 pounds.
Now this is a new guy to the Rogue Invitational, Matt Ragg from New Zealand, 33 years old. This man is a real deadlift specialist. We've seen some huge numbers in the last few years, and I'm sure he's been really looking forward to showing what he can do. Starting on 875 pounds, let's see the shape of New Zealand's Matt Ragg.
Opening lift, 875 pounds, trying to match Evan Singleton here. Oh, that is good for Matt Ragg.
Good opening lift.
Matt Ragg looking to make a statement early, and he looks smooth in his opening lift.
Nice technique, good control. Good pull there from Matt Ragg.
Tristan Hoth will be the next man out. He's going to go after 875 pounds as well. He's making a big jump from his prior lift at 820.
So Tristan's first lift was very solid. It's important that he gets this one.
Oh.
Hoth getting hung up there. He already did Hoth 820 pounds.
He did
so he can
indeed.
clearly deadlift.
Yeah, big jump, as you said earlier. Maybe coming in around 850 would have been a better way, but sometimes you've got to take that risk, and if you want as many points as you can, you know, we've got 2 lifters, less than 850. He was trying to put points on the board.
Well, that's the first fail we've seen. And now Evans is back out at 875. Yeah, Hoth can come back out to try that weight one more time, but the problem is he can't go down in weight.
No, the rules are you cannot go down. You can go up, but you can't let that weight go down. $875 for Thomas Evans.
That's the same jump that Hoth made. And it's going to pay off
But
for
it's
Evans.
a different lift. Yeah, you could see how easy his opener was. That was a good second lift. And Evans' deadlift has been steadily improving. I've seen him deadlift a few times now, and he either makes it look easy or suddenly it just doesn't go.
He made that one look easy.
He really did.
Tom Stoltman back out, so 875. That barbell getting a lot of work here. This is his second of 3 lifts. He's already hit 850. 397 kilos on the bar. You can hear his brother Luke in the back cheering him on.
There you go, come on.
Nice pull there. Tom has it.
Nice pull. That was great.
875, good, and the confidence starting to build a little bit.
You can see it in him. There's a little kind of, belief in himself.
Of course, it never hurts to have your brother behind you cheering you on.
They're a wonderful team, to be honest. Strongest brothers in the world. That was a great lift there. Watch this, nice form. Strong lockout.
Solid lift by the hometown favorite Tom Stoltman, but many more lifters to go, including opening lifts from Mitchell Hooper and Hafthor Bjornsson. Coming up, the Moose, the Mountain, and the American Nightmare battle for the top mark. The deadlift ladder continues when we return to the 2024 Rogue Invitational. Event 1 of the 2024 Rogue Invitational, the deadlift ladder, continues here inside P&J Arena in Aberdeen, Scotland. More than half the field have taken their opening lifts, with some taking their second. And during the break, Tristan Hoth attempted 875 once again, and he failed his final attempt. The two men went for 905 pounds. Tom Stoltman failed his final attempt, as Tom Evans was successful with his second, making him the current leader in the event so far. And now we are getting our first look at the defending Rogue Invitational champion, Mitchell Hooper.
Please welcome Mitchell Hooper.
Defending champion, first lift of the day.
So 925 is going to be Hooper's opening lift. It's 420 kilos.
It's a massive opening weight.
And that is good for Mitch Hooper.
Smooth pull. Going to be looking closely at who makes this lift look the easiest.
Bobby Thompson and Hafthor Bjornsson are also going to open up at this weight. Thompson is going to be the next man out.
And Thompson said he just wants to be a problem to Mitch Hooper all weekend. Let's see if he can be a problem on the deadlift.
Here is the American Nightmare, Bobby Thompson. Opening lift at 925.
Bobby loves the heavy events. Deadlifting is right up his street. Let's see how he's looking in this opener. 925 for the American Nightmare, Bobby Thompson. Straps in.
And that is good.
That's good.
Good lift at 925.
Strong lift. I mean, 925 is monstrous.
For an opener.
It's a huge, huge weight.
Yeah.
It's monstrous for a finisher.
Yeah. I don't say just as an opener, it's
And
monstrous.
3 athletes that are starting on it. It's
Here it
crazy.
comes.
Here's our rookie, Hafthor Julius Bjornsson.
Rookie to this show.
Yes, yes, indeed.
But we saw him a couple years ago at the Invitational in the record breakers when
Yes.
he didn't compete. So yeah, first time at
This
this
is-
competition.
It's so strange to say that. Hafthor, one of the greatest strength athletes of all time. There is talk that he is the man to break the deadlift record. He's the current record holder. Let's see what shape he's in. Out of the suit, 925 pounds opener. And that is ridiculously easy by the mountain. Hafthor making that look easier than anyone else.
Wow.
Now it's time to get down to business. 9:25, good for Hafthor Bjornsson, and as you mentioned, Laws, made it look easy to match Mitchell Hooper and Bobby Thompson.
Now, Mitch and Bobby need to be smart with these selections. They need to not worry about Hafthor. Hafthor looks stupidly strong on this event. They've got to think about the whole contest.
Correct.
They don't want to get into like a pig-headed game between each other. They need to be smart.
Well, here comes Evan Singleton now. This will be his second attempt at 9:25.
And his first attempt looked very, very strong. So let's see how this jump is. 50-pound jump.
Made 875 earlier. Now this to match.
Oh, wow.
Strong.
And that
Can he
will
lock it
go.
up?
$9.25 for the T-Rex. Evan
T-Rex.
Singleton.
T-Rex looking strong today. 925 is a fantastic lift there. And again, the speed off the floor, tremendous. Worked a bit harder towards lockout, but a very solid second lift there for Evan Singleton.
And once again, not a lot of setup. Getting right to work.
This
And he's 2 for 2.
He's pure power. He's got 2 for 2. He's in a great position.
5 men are still alive as event 1 is beginning to reach its conclusion. Ahead, the Moose and the Mountain continue on their collision course, and one man has his sights on a lift of more than 1,000 pounds. That's next at the 2024 Rogue Invitational.
This CBS Sports Spectacular, the 2024 Rogue Invitational on CBS Sports, is sponsored by Mod Tub, the best value cold plunge. BTWB, fitness is a journey. And by Rogue, don't weaken.
Event 1, the deadlift ladder, is reaching its conclusion here at the 2024 Rogue Invitational at P&J Live Arena in Aberdeen, Scotland. During the break, Matt Ragg was successful with 2 attempts, one at 925 and the other at 950 pounds. Bobby Thompson and Evan Singleton both took their final attempts at 950 and failed to lift that weight. The 2 men have yet to take their final lifts of the competition. Mitch Hooper is coming out for his second attempt. He's going up to 975.
Hooper's goal, he's got to stay as close to Thor as possible on the deadlift. He knows his focus has to be the overall contest, but his deadlift's been getting stronger and stronger. Big jump from his opener. 925 up to 975. This to secure second place.
442 kilos, 975 pounds for Mitch Hooper. This for the lead.
Come on, come on.
He's gonna get it.
And
He
Mitch
gets
Hooper
it.
has it.
And there wasn't much more, but he's got the lift that gives him big points in the deadlift. And he knows how important that was.
And the Moose is fired up, and he's doing what he does in every competition, just finishing in the top 3 consistently. He's already guaranteed himself a spot of 3rd or better in this event.
Yes. Yeah. He's put himself exactly where he needs to be. How does the Mountain respond? His opener was incredible.
Hafthor's going right to the big bar, and that's bringing this crowd to its feet.
That's what the crowd wanted to see.
Looking to throw a knockout punch. So 1,010 pounds.
Yeah, 1,000 isn't enough for Hafthor.
No, it wasn't.
We want more.
He had to up it a little.
Hafthor Bjornsson, 1,010 pounds, 456 kilos for the lead.
Let's see how this 1,010-pound deadlift looks. Second attempt, Hafthor.
And that is just too easy for Hafthor Bjornsson. 1,010 pounds on his second lift. Are you kidding me right now?
Absolutely incredible deadlifting there from Hafthor Bjornsson. Hafthor Bjornsson doing what he does. When it comes to the deadlift, that man is #1.
And he is your event winner here. His first appearance at the Rogue Invitational, and it was worth the wait. Hafthor Bjornsson picks up 10 points with the win, his first at the Invitational. Mitch Hooper doing what he does, finishes inside the top 3. He finishes second. Matthew Ragg, impressive performance from the newcomer. He takes third, followed by Bobby Thompson and Evan Singleton, both tying at 925 pounds. Let's go down to the floor with Kiki Dixon to see what's going on here.
Well, welcome to the Rogue Invitational, Thor. We're happy to have you here. You still came out and defended your dominance on the deadlift. How important was that to you?
Really important, you know. I wanted to come in here with a bang, get 10 points, and I was able to do so with only 2 lifts, so I'm really happy.
We know that the deadlift is in your wheelhouse. What have you been working on at home, weakness-wise, to prepare for this weekend?
I've obviously been working really hard on my pressing. That has been my weak link coming back to strongman. I tore my pec a year and a half ago, and I'd say my pressing's a bit behind, but it's coming. And I feel like in this competition, you'll guys see a massive improvements. Next event is going to be the farmers in the log, and you know my goal here is to finish obviously the farmers and all 3 logs.
Well, congratulations on starting off the Rogue Invitational with an event win.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys.
1,010 pounds gives Hafthor Bjornsson 10 points. Mitchell Hooper is right on his heels with 9. Matt Ragg has 8 points thanks to his 950-pound lift. Tom Stoltman finishes with 4 points down in 7th place. But with 5 events to go, anything can happen. No one can top the mountain. Hafthor Bjornsson's monstrous lift of 1,010 pounds gives him his first career event win at the Rogue Invitational. The defending champ starts strong. Mitch Hooper begins his title defense with a 2nd place finish. The Albatross fails to take flight, but Scotland's own Tom Stoltman is set to soar in the next challenge. A combination of strongman staples awaits. Grip and press is up next. This has been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports.